Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with the daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about XRP and XLM. These two altcoins have taken a much deeper dive than most, if you will, but for the most part, most of the altcoin market cap, or market I should say, not market cap, looks fairly similar. We see, XRP trading at around 94 cents, which is absolutely crazy to say the least, down about 10.24% on the 24-hour span, and we also see Bitcoin kind of doing its thing that we've been expecting for a fairly long time, which is very bullish for the altcoin market cap, by the way, as well, considering the fact that, when we're talking about the altcoin market and we're talking about Bitcoin, the correlation here is that we wanted Bitcoin to come down and retest 53K because this will actually solidify a possible lengthened cycle, which would allow for a lot of our altcoins to kind of pump within the Q1 to Q2 cycle of 2022, which is very good for us, and we actually wanted to see that because it also allows XRP to reach much higher targets than we've also talked about in the past, as well as XLM. Again, XLM is not down as much as XRP. It's only down about 4.19%, but overall, these two assets, you want to keep a close eye out on both of them because they're doing incredible things. Now, before we fully jump in this video, I just want to ask if you guys could please leave a like on this video. I will greatly appreciate that. Also, just to give you guys a quick insight, the Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack, which includes everything on my website, NCashOfficial.com, as well as all future content for free, is on sale, 20% off today only. I will be having a sale over the weekend, but definitely keep a close eye out on the website as I will be doing more and more product releases, so definitely keep a close eye out on that. But with that being said, let's move on and let's talk about everything. So a lot of people are calling, this Bitcoin drop and this entire market pretty much a whole Black Friday sale. And honestly, it is. If you look at this dip, this is a significant dip. We haven't seen, XRP under $1 for a fairly long time. We're going to be talking about that. We're also going to be talking about XLM. But I do want to talk to you guys about crypto adoption. First off, stablecoin issuers poised to be the banks of the future on the road to adoption. And we are seeing, for an example, here we go, right? Since 2020, the stablecoin sector has grown 500% from 20 billion to 125 billion. We are seeing stablecoins growing in massive adoption because, essentially you need stablecoins to buy crypto. The best part about this, though, is that the fact that we see, as one can imagine, this monumental rise has not gone unnoticed by regulators globally, so much so that the Biden administration is actively looking to devise a bank-like regulatory setup for stablecoin issuers. And I think that this is going to be incredible. We'll most likely have physical banks in the future, but I think for the most part, banks should go digital. I think that everything that we're looking at on a digitized base point for payments and the payment sector is going to be digitization, and we're going to be seeing that adoption take over at a rapid pace for a lot of banks, for a lot of stable coins, for a lot of crypto as well. The crypto and stablecoin adoption is going to bleed pretty much into everyday life for anybody who doesn't even know about crypto as well, and I've always said that. Now, we also see here major Estonian bank LHV starts offering cryptocurrency trading via Bitstamp. Like I said, crypto is going to be accepted nearly everywhere, no matter what, right? Nobody is going to slow it down. Nobody's going to stop it. We actually see here, as the first step, they will be able to buy and sell crypto assets on the LHV mobile app. I've always said that once we can get to a point where you could have your, pretty much bank app being able to buy or sell crypto assets from just your banking app alone, that is huge, especially in retail banking and retail markets. I think that that's huge. Now, we also hear that 8, of their assets that they chose were Bitcoin, of course, Ethereum, Litecoin, Uniswap, Chainlink, and Stellar Lumens as well, Polygon, and Avi. So these are some pretty big names. Now, I've always said that Stellar Lumens, or XLM, is going to be one of the big names with pretty much any sort of adoption happening for crypto. And we do see that actually coming to fruition, especially with XLM being adopted into many retail markets, especially with, MoneyGram. And we do see here in the near future, we plan to add new instruments, order types, and other solutions for more convenient trading. And I do think that when we're talking about cryptocurrency trading, cryptocurrency buying or selling, whatever, is going to be linked to nearly every bank. And I look forward to that day where the retail markets could essentially buy crypto from their banking app. I think it will allow that trustworthy factor to it, as well as that legitimacy factor to it as well, because I think a lot of people look at crypto as a scam, but just imagine if you could buy it from your banking app. You wouldn't be looking at it like that at all. We also see a Russian parliament sets up a working group on cryptocurrency regulations. Now, the best part about this is that we are seeing regulations coming to pretty much every single country around the world, as well as pretty much everywhere, right? It's bleeding into every sort of area around the world, and it's no big surprise considering the fact that ISO 222 adoption is going to be taking place very, very soon. We are coming to that date very fast, which is November of 2022. I know it's 1 year away, but 1 year in crypto goes by extremely quick. And we do see here's the top 5 names here. And of course, XRP, XDC, XLM, IOTA, and also ALGO are the named top 5, or I should say the major 5 compliant names, okay? Now, I will say this, okay? XRP, XDC, and XLM are some of the biggest names on this list. And of course, we always talked about QNT as well. And within this market, I've always said that XLM should always be looked at as a retail P2P pretty much asset. XRP should be looked at a banking B2B sort of enterprise institutional asset. That is essentially the difference between these two. But the reason why I'm talking about these two a lot is because we see here many digital assets have already seen new all-time highs since the 2017 bull run, except assets like XRP and XLM. So many new partnerships have been made increasing utility. That's when they pop. It's going to be amazing. Now, I don't think that that's when they pop. I don't think that a utility-driven market is going to be the only time that XRP and XLM pretty much make a new all-time high. In fact, I think that we are closing the gap in on those all-time highs pretty much every single day as the market does range on. Now, we also see here Mercury Fx Global, just so you guys know, for adoption and partnerships, working predominantly with Ripple, right? We successfully tested and launched payments into Mexico and the Philippines using the XRP blockchain. And of course, we do see here, right? Being the change Mercury and blockchain. In August 2021, Mercury completed the successful testing of cross-border payments between South Africa and the UK using crypto assets, specifically XRP. This was done inside the Intergovernmental Financial Working Group, right? Now, the best part about this is that in August of 2021, okay, when they completed this, check out the overall use cases and stuff behind this. Okay, it was successful. Testing was successfully completed during August 2021. What do you think they found within this? And of course, we also see Zago Technologies, cross-border remittances, specifically Ripple XRP. Pretty interesting, right? Testing has been extended another 6 months. Now, within this, obviously, we're going to see a lot more crypto adoption happening for Ripple and XRP, as well as even XLM. These two assets, like I said, should not be disregarded at all. I know a lot of people overlook both of them, or just the other one, because, oh yeah, well, XRP is better than XLM, or XLM is better than XRP. But there is no better asset within this space, because when we're talking about how big crypto is going to grow at scale, there's going to be enough money for all of these assets to prosper. But I will say this, XRP is a sleeping giant. Same with XLM. We also see here, I still think $10 plus XRP is possibly for end of the year at the very least. Now, I don't know if, by the end of the year should be, the main thing to talk about within this. But I will say this, I think that $10 XRP is very possible within the time frame that I gave you, right? Look at the charts. Okay, we came back down into the demand zone. That's what this major green bar has been for the longest time. I've always talked to you guys about how we can get back down to the possible 85 centile range because 85 cents is the weekly demand going all the way back to August, and we have breached those levels. We have came down and pretty much tested those levels, which is significant to say the least. This is actually bullish. I know a lot of people are going to say, dude, this is terrible. This is a garbage coin, blah, blah, blah. But it's really not. We have came down and retested those significant lows, those significant back tests going all the way back to August. These are the weekly lows. These are the weekly demand zones. XLM, again, near perfect back test. Obviously, it was around 28.5 cents. We didn't dip too low down to those points, but we hit 29.6. Same with XRP, right? We didn't hit perfectly. We were a cent away, essentially. Okay? So when we're talking about these assets and what just happened, I am still extremely bullish. This has not changed my mind at all. Again, even Bitcoin, we could see the demand zone. First off, we nearly came down and retested a perfect low of almost 53K, right? But the point that we actually bounced off of, which is now support, is the October 7th support zone, which we were at before we made our new all-time highs. Okay, and this level is significant because even if we look back in time, this is significant support. This is also demand going all the way back to February 19th of this year. Before we went to 58K, came back down, tested some lows, went back up, made a new all-time high, came back down, tested some lows, new all-time high, which was the previous all-time high before we just broke out. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we came down, retested those lows. Have we bottomed out? It's possible. I was expecting 53K. We came a little bit, short of that, just by about $700. But overall, the next major move up here is going to break out of the all-time high that we currently have, which is 69K. And I suppose that when we're talking about the highs here, we could go to 100K, and it's possible, especially if we lengthen the cycle, and we could even go higher. We can go to like 120K plus. So I'm watching the market very closely as everything does play out perfectly here. And I'm watching XRP and XLM very close because I'm very bullish on both of them, especially as we do see more and more adoption happening. We're talking about more regulations, being brought in to talk about. And, we also see other areas around the world accepting cryptocurrency regulations because they know how big crypto has grown. Stablecoins alone have grown 500%. So just imagine crypto itself, at scale. Essentially, once, ISO 222 is brought in and these assets are being utilized on a day-to-day scale, think about how big XRP and XLM are both going to be. But with that being said, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.